Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into this video. It is called Focus on the Big Picture. Okay, now take a look at these brave people on top of this world famous structure, and they're really high up, and I'll tell you exactly how high they are and where this structure is located a little bit later in the video. Now, again, take a look at these people. Notice that they're looking inward as their backs are to to what's happening behind them, and because they're focused on detail right now and on technique, guys, they still don't see the big picture. Well, not just yet anyway. So your trading journey is no easy ride. There will be some losses, and some weeks are worse than others. What separates you from all the other losing traders is how you feel and how you react to overcome challenges. Now, it starts with a healthy mindset to train your mind to first understand the endless forex crap that are the small obstacles in your path to trading success, and concentrate only on seeing the big picture. Now, there's a famous book written by Richard Carlson. It's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. The lessons in the book can be used to get your head out of the black hole of all the little things in trading that take over your life. Sound familiar? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to change your focus to the big picture. And as always, we'll look at this past week's trading signals. Now, here's the book. Again, I just want you to see this. It's by Richard Carlson. It's not a book about trading, so I want to clarify that. However, you can use it, and when you read it, it gives you all kinds of important life lessons in your daily life, okay? And the lessons in there, like I said already, you could use in your trading. Basically, you want to declutter your mind and only worry about the things that matter, okay? So this is the book. You can get it on Amazon or wherever, and we're going to continue. The very first and important thing is this is me, guys, especially for the new subscribers. I'm the originator and author of ABC Free Forex Signals. And guys, if you want to reach or want to get and obtain my free signals, all you have to do is send me your email address. So send me your email address with your name, and I'll talk to you more about this later in the video. Again, you would send it to mskyj007@gmail.com. You can see that right here. And guys, I'm a proud Canadian trader. Okay, so before we look at the actual this past week's trading signals, and it is important for especially the new folks out there, we do always review the signals that I had given and sent out in the previous week. So we're going to do that in just a moment. I want you to understand, first and foremost, this is my humble disclaimer. My free signal service is an educational program only. I'm trying to teach you how to trade correctly and not give you any specific investment advice. It's your responsibility to evaluate the relevance of my advice and content. Don't blame me if you lose all your money. You probably weren't paying attention to what I'm teaching you, and you're not following my instructions. Since we're trading with real money, I want you to only risk a maximum 1% of your account balance, and also especially if you have very little money in your account. If you have a lot more money, then you can go perhaps up to 2%. It's entirely up to you. And for new traders, please trade on a demo account only for at least 2-3 months, just to understand what my program, the free signals program, is all about. Okay, so having said that, let's take a look at this past week. I'm going to be the very first person to admit that the results were not that good. In fact, it might have been one of my worst trading weeks, but generally we've had a really good 7 months of trading, and I want you to understand that some weeks are going to be worse, as I already mentioned, and we have to take the good with the bad. So let's take a look. There were basically 3 to 4 trades this past week, depending on what you did. On May the 31st, right over here, you can see I issued a buy Euro USD. It was a loss of approximately 55 pips, and we were stopped out. And that's the good news, guys, because when you're stopped out, that means we understand what risk money management is, and we're allowing the trade. We're not allowing the trade to run for further losses. So we're managing our risk. Okay. Then on June the 1st, which was the Monday of this past week, I issued a sell British pound Swiss franc. Again, it was a loss for only 25 pips, guys. So we really contained that to a minimum. It crossed over our DTL line. And if you guys don't know what that means, you're going to have to go back through some past videos or email me and I'll tell you all about what that means. Okay. So on June the 2nd, guys, continuing, I issued two signals. Now, I want you to understand there are two signals. However, the instructions were to choose only one. So you would choose only one from the buy gold versus the USD. So this is a gold trade, or buy the British pound New Zealand. If you took the gold versus the US, then this was a loss, guys. This was a bigger loss. However, we were stopped out. So again, we managed our risk for 210 pips, okay? And if you bought the British pound versus New Zealand dollar, guys, this was the winner. This was huge. One of our biggest wins to date. This was 155 pips, and it hit our second take profit level, okay? So if you took, now this is a summary. If you took the gold trade along with the other trades for this past week, the total loss was approximately 290 pips for the week, okay? If you took the British pound New Zealand trade instead of the gold trade, you won the entire week. You're actually in profit by about 75 pips. So this was great for all those people that took the British pound New Zealand trade. And I'm kind of surprised. We've had good trades with gold in the past. However, this was just a trade that didn't go our way. But I was surprised by how many people, how many traders, based on your comments, based on your sending me emails, and based on your feedback, I was surprised how many people actually took gold, the gold trade, over the British pound New Zealand. So really kind of shocked about that. It was about a 70-30 split. 70% of traders took the gold. 30% of the traders who gave me some feedback took the British pound New Zealand, and I have my own theories on that, but I think a lot of you are kind of attracted to the mystery of gold. It's more of an exotic type of trade to take, and thinking that you would get bigger results. But remember, the spread on gold is much higher than on this one, and like I said, anyways, these are the results and what happened. So now some traders, not many, but some ignored my advice altogether and took both the gold and the British pound New Zealand trade, and their total loss was mitigated to only 135 pips, and that's really good, because the big win here, the big win with the British pound New Zealand, really played a good part in minimizing the overall loss, right? So the important thing and the lesson in this video right here, guys, if you read it along with me, look at the big picture, stay positive, and I'll explain exactly what the big picture is in moments to come. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual trade signals, and this is very important for not only the people that have been with me for many months, as well as the new subscribers. Okay, so let's take a look. Here's the first one. It was the buy Euro USD. I send out my signals in an email. This is a copy right here of the email, so you can read the instruction, guys. And what I normally do is I give you the entry right here, the buy entry, in this case 1.2223. You can see that right here. There's the entry, 1.2223. I give you the stop loss right there, guys, 121.45. So there's a stop loss. I give you a first profit target and a second profit target. Okay, so nothing else to do except just copy the trade, follow my instructions, and for most of the year, we were hitting close to an 80% success rate, guys. So Again, this is what this video is all about. Okay, please pay attention because we want to focus on the big picture. Okay, and let's take a quick review of this. So here's the entry signal, guys. Right here was the buy Euro USD. There's the signal. Okay, we got in right here. This was the entry. So at the right here, guys. So at the close of that candle or the open of that candle. Now, notice this next candle. Okay, right here, it went up really high, and we missed the first take profit level by only about 4 pips, guys. So it almost went up to 1.2256. Okay, so it didn't quite do that. Came back down the next day. Again, we're still above this line. And then the next day completely reversed and went down, okay? And that's where we were stopped out, but not at my original stop loss level, guys. I sent another email the next day, and I asked everyone to raise their stop loss higher to this right here, 1.2167. So we were actually stopped out at this level when this black candle went down. So again, we mitigated our risk, and that was great because we're trading with a plan. Okay, so this was a loss, guys, and it does happen. Okay, so let's take a look at another or the next signal that was given to you the next day. It was the sell British pound Swiss franc. And let's take a look, guys. Here is the actual signal right there. Okay, and our entry was right here, 1.2696, right there. Okay, it's at the close of that candle or the open of the next one, but right there. Okay, that was our entry, and you can see what happened the next day. It reversed all the way up here and then closed down here. And actually the next day I issued a sell, closed the trade, and it did not quite go over. I don't think this DTL line. This is the DTL line, by the way. It's the main thick line on our graphs, and it's really the 21 EMA, the 21 moving average, exponential moving average. But right here, guys, I did send out an email again with my advice, and I asked everyone to close the trade right there. So again, we got in here, and our loss was really mitigated to only 25 pips. So there you go, guys. All you have to do is follow the instructions, and you would have gotten out of this trade with a minimal loss. Okay, so let's continue with our Let's continue with our next signal that I sent out, and this was 2 different signals I sent out. I asked everyone to just choose one. This is the buy gold versus the USD, right? And let me show you the signal again. Okay, so right here, you see, there's the signal, and right there, okay, right there at the close of this white candle, okay, or the beginning of the next one that just forms. All of our candles close at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time zone, okay? So we're using charts where the close of each candle is the New York, the close of the New York session and the start of the Asian session, and that is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we got in right there, guys, but take a look. The next day completely went down, reversed, and I believe it had a lot to do with the non-farm payroll news event coming out the next day. Basically, I believe this was kind of a setup by the big boys, the banks and everyone else who trades big volumes. They drove it down, but take a look in this final day, guys. It bounced. It went down a little bit lower, but bounced all the way higher again to this point right here, and stayed above our DTL line. So really, I kind of think that gold is still going to gain more strength. We have been in an uptrend. You can see making higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so we're going, and then I still believe the next place it's going to go is higher again. So I believe there's more strength is going to come to gold in the near future. But anyways, we have to play it out and see what happens. Okay, so I gave you all the instructions, and here they are right there. Our entry was at the 1907, guys, and our stop loss was right there. Okay, so right there, guys, when this candle went down, we were stopped out automatically. And this is important. When you open up a trade, always automatically enter your stop loss, the stop loss that I give you, which is right here. Okay, you can see that right there. So always enter the stop loss and at least your first take profit target right there. This way you don't have to watch your computer all day. And that's another nice thing about our program. You don't have to stay up and watch your computer all the time, as long as you got these levels entered into your trade. Okay, so let's take that off. So this was a loss again. For those people that picked gold, and like I said, I was kind of surprised at how many people decided to trade gold. Like in the past, I got a lot of emails from traders, some from the United States and many other traders from all around the world, who said they didn't know how to trade gold or they couldn't find gold on their charts, and lots of other reasons why they didn't trade gold or couldn't trade gold or didn't know how to trade gold. So this time, like I said, the split was around 70% of the traders went for the gold trade as opposed to the British pound, New Zealand dollar. Okay, and we're gonna take a look at this next. And this was the other trade choice that you were given. You can see the information right here, guys. Here is the signal right there. Okay, there's the signal. We got in right there, and wow, take a look at this candle. This was a huge monster candle, guys. I think it was good for about 155 pips win, and so this was fantastic for those traders who took the trade, and for those who didn't, well, you know, I'm not blaming you. There was I have to mention, there were a couple of traders who emailed me and asked me, well, how do I know which trade to take? So if I'm sending out two trade signals, which is the one you should take? Well, the real answer was, guys, I weighted these two different trades equally. I did not favor one over the other. I know that the gold generally has a higher spread, and some traders are put off by that, but British pound was really strong. New Zealand was really weak. And I honestly felt that the gold trade would go up. And guess what, guys? After it went down, and I think it was purposely driven down, it's now rebounded and possibly on its way up again. So I could be right on the gold trade as well. But again, both, when I sent out the both signals, they were equally weighted, which means that I did not have a preference of one over the other. It's just that one trade didn't work out. And guys, the lesson in this video is you've got to know how to contain your emotions, carry on, and then you've got to focus on the big picture. And the lesson is coming up in just a moment. Okay, so let's continue. And before we get into the heart of the lesson, a lot of people said for whatever reason they couldn't install the previous currency strength meter I had sent out. Okay, I acknowledge that sometimes, you know, people have difficulties doing different things. Some people emailed me, say they couldn't install it, but after trying and reviewing my video on installing the currency strength meter, they were finally able to do that, and they emailed me back acknowledging that they were able to install the currency strength meter. However, some people still emailed me and they're frustrated and they just couldn't do it. So I've got a brand new currency strength meter, guys. It's similar to this, very similar to the one I sent you. And pay attention, if you couldn't install the currency strength lines indicator, that was the name of that last indicator, please send me an email and I'll send out another indicator that is very similar to the one I sent out before. Okay, so I'll send out another indicator and it installs easily as per other traders' testimonials. So I've already sent out the link to some other traders. They've emailed me back right away and said, yeah, it was very easy to install. So guys, if you need another currency strength indicator, please email me and I'll get it out to you. Okay, so let's get on to the lesson, guys. And the first thing I want to say is don't sweat the small stuff. Again, that's the title of that book I mentioned earlier in the video. I want you, please, I want you to think back when you were a losing trader, right? Think back in the beginning, maybe months ago, years ago, whatever. You started trading and you became a losing trader. You started losing money. And things were going terribly for you. I want you to think back to those days. Now, were you stuck on solving the little things that got in your way? Okay, I'll tell you what they are in a minute. And when you fix something, I'm talking about the little things, there was always something else that needed fixing. So take a look. These are all the things you probably got stuck on. And I admit it myself too, years ago when I first started trading Forex, we all did. So these are the little things that basically take our lives and they take over and we get stuck and we just can't move on, right? So first, you might have said to yourself, this indicator doesn't work. Okay, so that is one of the little things. Another, this price pattern doesn't work. Okay, this candle structure doesn't work. Okay, so you're getting more experience. You're learning learning from online gurus and reviewing other strategies on the internet. And you're trying all these things, but no matter what you do, no matter what you try, you get stuck on these little things and it just doesn't work for you, right? Here's another one. This stop loss placement doesn't work. So you were taught to place your stop loss at a certain location and time again, you were stopped out, right? And you didn't know why. So this stop loss placement doesn't work. This RR 2-to-1 risk, reward to risk 2-to-1 doesn't work, right? Tons of online gurus and coaches tell you to always strive for 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1 reward to risk, but that just doesn't happen, right? You know, like price doesn't always go as you expected, and you keep missing out on the 2-to-1, 3-to-1 because price reverses first, right? And then gets you stopped out, or you panic and you close the trade, right? So here's another little thing that stops you in your tracks. This moving average crossover doesn't work, right? How many times have you tried selecting different moving averages and you're looking for a crossover and then saying, aha, price has gone above above these two moving averages. One, the shorter moving average moved above or across the slower moving average, right? And there you go. And then price reversed all of a sudden, taking you out. So again, this is another thing that you got stuck on. How about this one? This pullback strategy doesn't work. Okay, this is more of a complex strategy, right? Not just taking a trade when price is going in your direction, but actually waiting for a pullback to a certain level, right? And you found out that this doesn't work, right? So there's another small thing that kind of stopped you in your tracks. Again, we're getting a little bit more complicated, but you learned how to take limit orders, right? That's what some online coaches tell you to do. And taking limit orders do not work. So you tried that, and again, that doesn't work, right? And there are a lot more, but I'm going to stop right here with this last one. Taking breakout orders do not work, right? How many of you are you're waiting for a breakout, for price to break out above, let's say, a resistance level? So price goes up, comes here, and then all of a sudden goes higher, and you want to get into a trade right there, guys, but it goes a little higher, then boom, comes right back down and reverses, taking you out, or you panic and you want to close the trade, right? How often does that sound? Does this sound familiar to all of you? Well, these are the little things, and that's what I mean by don't sweat the small stuff, okay? So let's go on and see if this makes any sense. The first thing you got to do is embrace a mentor, coach, teacher, or pro trader and follow their instructions to the best of your ability. Trust me, guys, you could spend years and years trying to solve the small problems, trying to fix the little things, trying to find the magic moving averages, trying to find ways for the Fibonacci levels to work, and on and on and on, right? Or you can follow me. Okay, and this is what this video is about. You can follow me. My free signals program is perfect if you want to learn and earn money at the same time. However, there's a warning there. It's not as simple as that, and I'll talk to you about that in just a moment. Okay, guys, take a look. Again, back to these brave people on top of this world famous structure. And this is where this is located, guys. It's right in my hometown here of Toronto. This is called the CN Tower. It is still one of the world's tallest freestanding structures, guys. It's about 1,800 feet high or more. I believe it's even more. It's kind of a tourist attraction. People from around the world want to do this, and even people from right here in Toronto. And it's called the Edge Walk. Okay, so this is the attraction is called the Edge Walk. You actually walk around this part of the tower there. By the way, down here is a big revolving restaurant. I've eaten there. The food is actually pretty good. They have pretty good reviews there. But these people have now turned around and are facing the big view in front of them. But this is called the CN Tower Edge Walk. Okay. And again, like I said, it is a world famous landmark. So if you ever get to Toronto, you know, this obviously is one of the things that you see from no matter where you're in Toronto. It is very, very high, guys. And it's an amazing tourist attraction. The views from up here are absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's continue with the lesson. And let me just take that off. Okay, the first thing you need to do is get out of the black hole. Okay, and how do we do that? And what do I mean by the black hole? The black hole, again, is all the Forex crap you have to go through and muck through while you're starting your Forex journey. Okay, there's so much crap out there, and the crap is made up again of all the little things that stop you in your tracks and take up so much of your time. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is acknowledge the good things with my program and what works. Okay, so how many of you are taking my signals week after week after week? Do you acknowledge the good things? Do you acknowledge the things that work? Do you acknowledge your mind and how healthy it's become? Okay, from the time that you started trading, either months ago or years ago, right? Have you changed in a good way? Okay, so these are the good things about my program, guys, the things that you don't have to worry about, okay? And they collectively make up what's called the big picture. So your entry, I give you your entry. All you have to do is take the trade. There's no guesswork, okay? Easy enough. Next, your stop loss. I give you the stop loss. You don't have to analyze anything. You don't have to figure out where your stop loss goes. Your stop loss protects your money. Next, I tell you in updates, email updates the next day and so on, when to move your stop loss to protect your winnings. Okay, and that's really important. So again, you don't have to think there. Next, your first take profit level. These are guaranteed auto profit makers. So if you've set automatically your first take profit level, you don't have to watch a computer. When price goes up to your first take profit level, you are automatically stopped out with in profit. Okay, and again, guys, it's approximately 80% my winning ratio, right? But here's the next thing. About 35 to 40% of my trades actually hit the second take profit level for extra profits. So again, it's absolutely amazing. And we have a system for trades to reach the first and second take profit level. Go back to some of my past videos, guys. We open up every trade with 2 positions. One position has the first take profit level attached to it. The second take profit level doesn't. We allow it to run for extra profits. Next, correct lot size. And guys, this is a trade. This is a money killer. Most people originally, and when they first start off, always trade with the incorrect lot size. So I'm going to, we teach you how to trade with the correct lot size. I want you to trade responsibly. Next, simple daily instructions. Every single day, I send out an email once you're on my VIP list, what to do with the trade, like when to open a trade, when to close a trade, when to move the stop loss, and so on and so on, okay? Next, daily updates on previous open trades. So this is important. Again, I give you instructions on what to do if you have a trade that's already open. Here's a good one. I only issue a few signals per week to control your stress levels, right? There's generally just one new trade signal a day. We trade on the daily charts. Guys, you don't have to watch your computer all the time as long as you set your stop loss level and take profit levels. Okay, so this is fantastic. I don't give you 10 trades. We're not trading intraday. We're trading on daily time frames. And so there's only just a few trades per week for you to think about. Next, follow up weekend video with lessons. This is what this is. This is called a weekend video. I always follow up the past week's trading signals, and I always have a wonderful lesson that is very important to your trading success. Okay, so that's what this video is, the one you're watching right now. There's more, generally there's more, but I give you a complete, simple system that works. It is a simple system because all you have to do, follow my instructions, take my trades, close your computer. You don't have to watch your computer all the time. And guess what? You're going to make money, right? So these are all the good things that are working. These are all the things you didn't think about when you first started trading. These are all the things that bogged you down if you were thinking about them, and guess what? Your lives were miserable when you were losing money. So I take care of all of this for you. All you have to do is follow my instruction, guys. This is what I call the big picture. When you're able to relax, you're patient, and you just wait for the next trade, even when you have a bad trading week. So your trading results, are you in a better place today, okay, than before? Now ask yourself that, guys. This is the big picture. Your trading results today, are you in a better place today, from the time you started trading, whether it was months ago, 6 months ago, years ago? Are you better today as a result of following my program than before? And if you said yes, okay, then guys, you understand and you truly see the big picture, okay? And that's the importance of this lesson. So one final thing, how do you achieve seeing the big picture? Well, I just told you, but remember, the big picture is your ultimate reward, okay? Banish your fear, turn around as this person has done, and face this beautiful view, guys. You're standing on a perilous, precarious perch. Change your focus. Instead of looking inward at the super tall structure, face outward, and focus to view the magnificent world of opportunity that's Forex trading. The big picture is real. When you recognize the progress you've made from the time you started trading to fix all the little things, right, that we discussed earlier. Now you're more patient and exercise more control over your trading. Enjoy the view. Enjoy the view, especially if you take a trip to Toronto. And for all those people that have not really seen a great photo of Toronto, this is Toronto, my hometown, guys. This is the CN Tower right there. I mean, take a look at that magnificent structure. Believe it or not, This was actually constructed about 40 years ago, I believe. It was constructed a while ago, but look how modern it looks. It looks fantastic. At nighttime, it's all lit up. You can see right there. And this right here in this area, this is where the edge walk experience takes place, where you can actually book your own crazy experience and walk right around the outside edge. And by the way, the height right here is around the just above the 1,200 feet above ground, so that's pretty high. You can actually go higher. There's another viewing station right here. That's at close to the 1,600 foot level, guys, and the entire tower right to the top is over, I believe it's over 1,800 feet. So again, it's a world famous structure. It was built 40 years ago, and it really defines Toronto, my hometown, and I hope you enjoy it. So focus on the big picture whenever you have a bad trading week. Now, one final thing. Okay, we're almost finished, guys. And again, especially for the new subscribers, if you want my free trade signals, all you have to do is send me your email address. I'll put you on my VIP list, and you send it right here, guys. This is my email, mskyj007@gmail.com. Again, it's mskyj007@gmail.com. Please send me an email. Tell me you want to be on my VIP list, or you want to receive my free signals. Give me your first name, guys. It's rude if you don't tell me who you are. And also tell me what country you're from. That would really be appreciated. Okay, so that's it, guys. And one last thing. Cheers from Canada. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Hit the like and comment button. Guys, hit the bell if you want to receive the my videos, my weekly videos to your inbox. And guys, don't forget, I really would like you to hit the like button. It tells me that I'm on the right track, and that you're enjoying the videos and you're learning as well. So again, bye for now. We'll see you we'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.